am going to be repotting my lucky bamboo today, and I thought you might like to see that. I normally grow it in water, and you normally see it that way, but it also grows in soil, so it's got a few roots coming out the bottom. And the main thing is I have to water it more often in this small pot, so I'm just going to go up. No, I'm not going to go up a pot size. I'm going to divide it, and I'm going to tell you why. So I bought this probably about 8 months ago or so for a blog post, and it had 5 stalks to it. And one of the stalks died because that's oftentimes what happens for whatever reason. And now there are 4 stalks. And I thought, well, I should do a little research on the feng shui of the stalks, because the stalks have, meaning. And 1 stalk, 2 stalk, 3 to 5 stalks, but 4 stalks, almost every site I looked at, 95% of them said that 4 stalks isn't done. It's bad luck, bad fortune. It's not done in the Chinese culture. So I thought I should divide this up and do 2, because 2's fine. So when it was 5, it represented the elements. I could keep it as 4 because I've had it as 4, but doing a little research on it, I'm like, ooh, I'm going to divide it and then see if somebody else wants the other plant. And what 2 stalks represents is love, whereas 4 represents, ooh, so I thought, it's better to have the 2 because I didn't want to do 1 or 3. So let's go on the idea that we're going to divide this, repot it, and get a lot of love. And lucky bamboo is actually not a bamboo. It's a type of Dracaena. It grows in the tropical rainforest, so it likes a nice, rich mix, but draining well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do half potting soil. The potting soil I have open now is Happy Frog. I like Fox Farm, Ocean Forest, and Happy Frog, so I'm going to do half Happy Frog and half my DIY succulent and cactus mix with some worm compost and compost blend that I buy at our farmer's market here in Tucson. And this is small enough that I can just easily squeeze it out of the pot. And I could have put it back in this pot, but this 4-inch pot's a little bit taller. I live in Tucson, Arizona with a lot of sun and heat, so the less often I have to water plants, the better. And speaking of heat and sun, it is August. Spring, summer are best times to repot into early fall if you're in a temperate climate. Something happens to your plant in the winter, it's okay, it's just not the best time. So honestly, I have never done this before. I've never divided up one in soil. So let's do it on camera for everybody to watch. Why not, right? So these 2 are a little bit smaller than these 2. So I want to divide it this way. And just by doing this, I think it's going to divide pretty easily. I might not even need my bread knife. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. It's pulling apart fairly easily. I want to get some of that soil off. Just pull it apart at the bottom here. Here we go. Oh, it feels like there's an elastic around here. Oh, I think there is. I guess when they planted it, they put an elastic to hold the stalks up. I was like, this feels awfully strange. It's here. Yeah. So we got the elastic off. And now we have this here and this here. And the interesting thing about lucky bamboo is they have orangish to reddish, color roots. So you can see that right there. So now I'm going to start the actual repotting process. And I'm not mixing things together. It's small. I'm going to put in some potting soil first. And then I'm going to put in some succulent and cactus mix. These roots, this root ball is very small, so it has a way to build up. And then I'm going to put in some compost too. And in the ideal world, if I were filming outside, I would water them first, but because I'm inside, I'm going to do it dry. These were watered a day ago, so they're nice and moist, and then right after repotting, I will get everything watered. But if I water it now, it's going to make a mess inside. It just happens to be like 111 out, so in the house today. Okay, so I got that. So just like a food blogger, I'm going to stir some things up here and get this all nice and mixed in this nice light mix. They had it potted in potting soil, and that's fine too. I'll probably put a little bit of that back up on the top. And now let's see how it is. Don't want to, if the root ball is here, you don't want to bring the soil up to here. You want to keep it right about there. So it just has a little bit more to go on that. Going to kind of mush it down a bit. Make sure it's all done. And that is it for the soil mix. Okay. Oh, I have my assistant is joining me. This is the Tazzy cat. That's the only thing about filming inside. No, you aren't going to chew on these. So I mixed this up all nice and well. And I'm just going to use some of this soil. It was in. Press it down a little bit. Put a little bit of the succulent and cactus mix here. Lovely, lovely. It's going to sink down a hair, as I said. And now I'm going to top it off with this compost, worm compost, soil, and perlite blend. Tazzy, you were just interested in it. I'm sorry, it's not catnip. Nope, it's not catnip today. There we go. So the first one is all done. I'm going to just, and there we have that little one, and I'm going to do this one just the same exact way. Put some of this in. Succulent cactus mix and some of the good stuff. And now we have 2 and 2 to symbolize love. Huh? Tazzy, do you just love this? He's like, He said, if it's not a spider plant, I don't love it. He loves to chew on the spider plants because they're nice and crunchy, but it's okay because they're non-toxic, and he doesn't do it that often, so. But that's how they are, those cats. My other cat could care less about filming or plants, but this one always likes to be in on some action. Alrighty, so, oops. Let me make sure I have these standing up straight because they're in so much soil and their root ball is not all that big. I'm going to do that. And I'll probably put like a tie around them, either a gold or a red tie. And here it is. We just got 2 plants from one, and hopefully it is much better fortune for us. So all done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them to the sink and I'm going to water them nice and thoroughly. And then I'm going to put mine back in the spot where it was growing. I'll see if Masami wants the other one or not. Otherwise, I will give it to someone. And I will just resume the care as usual. Right now, I was watering this plant about every 5 to 7 days. It's in a smaller pot, but I think having it divided and in this pot, I can probably get away with watering it every 7 to 10 days. In the summer here, I'll back off a bit. I don't ever let this plant go dry because, as you know, it grows in water for the long haul. So if you have a lucky bamboo to repot or perhaps divide, this is how you do it. And this is the soil mix I like to use. So I have done a bunch of posts on Lucky Bamboo, mainly growing in water, but I'll leave those in the description box for you. You can also find them here on YouTube and on our website, joyousgarden.com. So I hope you have found this video to be helpful. I thank you for all your likes and your subscribes. I really do appreciate them. I'm uploading on a more regular basis here at YouTube, so I hope you come back for more and peruse what's in the archives. So now let's get into our indoor gardens and make our worlds a more beautiful place. I will catch you in the next video, because I will be back real soon on your screen, on your phone, on your computer. Okay, it's lunchtime. Thanks for watching. Bye.